Explore is Ireland's first staff-student innovation initiative. Basically, it teams up individual students and individual lecturers and other members of staff to work on a collaborative project.
Explore has been brought into place by NUI Galway and the Students' Union in order to give opportunities to students to work practically on ideas.
I think it's given students a lot of opportunities in that they can gain academic experience, I suppose, outside of their core academic work. So if you're an IT student, for example, you can gain experience of creating an app while outside your course it's directly related to it. So I think it gives them the edge in terms of applying for jobs or masters, that they can get that experience. In terms of staff, I think it gives them an opportunity to get engaged with students outside of their usual role of teaching them and looking after their research papers and correcting examinations. So it gives them a lot of opportunities to see if there is collaboration there that they can have with their undergraduate and postgraduate students.
We are very strongly emphasising traditional teaching techniques, lectures, projects of the traditional type, as it were. This is now a hands-on experiment, and consequently I think this is very much the way of the future. Partnership with the Students' Union is, I think, a great way forward for this university. Too often in the past we have operated independently from the students and their organisation. There's very, very positive leadership now from the Students' Union, and they have the capacity to bring students with them, and this is hugely important for the university.
It's shown me that the Students' Union and the students' body and parts of the university are really interested in providing creative space for students, which it's not always there in the structured academic learning mode, and this is something which can really inspire people, because it says, right, you come up with the idea, you work on it, and it gives a lot of ownership for the project to the people involved.
There's no better teacher than curiosity and interest. It's a very compelling way to learn, because the students pick their project and they develop it, and whether it succeeds or fails isn't really as important as the process that they go through.
It's provided an opportunity for student-led projects, even though the staff and students are equal partners. The ideas, I think, mainly come from the students themselves, and traditionally projects are typically driven by staff telling students what to do, so I think it's a nice kind of turning of tables.
Been great for actually bringing the students out of their shell and bringing them into to working very closely with the staff. It breaks down the barrier of me standing at the front facing them and them all sitting behind their desks. We work in quite a tight group, and they're not scared to offer opinions and to really get involved.
It's allowing a lot of people on campus the facility in terms of financing, as well as the exposure to launch projects that they wouldn't have the opportunity to launch if Explore wasn't there.
I suppose people's perceptions of a third level institution are that both the academics and the administration are somewhat aloof. So I'd say my perception has changed in that I realised that there is quite a level of access there to high-level academics and administrators, that once you have the authority of a project like Explore behind you and you have that bit of funding behind you, that then you can approach them and you can get quite a good level of cooperation and information out of them.
I think that the entire setup of the Explore project really encourages sustainability, because it's a student and staff partnership. You're going to have the staff there for the continuity, you're going to have the student there for sometimes just the dogged drive.
Explore gives students a real opportunity to try to translate ideas into practice, but it also gives them an opportunity to work hands-on with staff on an ongoing basis. I think this is a really important part of the Explore initiative, since many students experience staff at a distance in lecture halls or in seminars or in tutorials. But here we have real hands working together projects.
So I'd be very hopeful that in years to come it becomes a very much a well-known part of college life in Galway, that people can get involved in the Explore initiative, that students will want to come here because they can have this as part of their course, that staff will want to come here and want to lecture here because they can get involved as part of their career.
It's not just about my academic studies, that the extracurriculars in the university can be just as important, and sometimes even more important if you can actually leave something behind with the university that is of benefit.
At seeing the extent of the other projects. So not only I would be inspired by the commitment that people would have given to the projects I'm involved in, but also seeing the raft of ideas. In general, there's been quite a commitment given, and I think it's to be applauded.
I would ask the university to sometimes have a bit more faith in what the students are capable of doing. That I don't think there needs to be such a university-run approach to putting on really good events here. I think we've shown that students working together with a small bit of oversight can put together an extremely good event.
I think it will send out a very, very important signal to other students and indeed to other academics in the university about the importance of practical hands-on learning through group projects.
We're innovators here in Galway, so let's keep this going.